for Saturday in New York. Hi, I'm Amber Wilson, and welcome to the Daily Sports Update presented to you by Toyota here on CBSSports.com. All the games have been played, the bowls have been set, and now the ballots have been cast. The finalists for the 2007 Heisman Trophy were named on Wednesday, and even though there wasn't a clear-cut favorite throughout 2007, there really wasn't any surprises when it came to who got the invitation to New York. First, the odds-on favorite right now has to be Tim Tebow. He became the first 2020 player in college football. He threw for 29 scores and ran it in 22 times. Tebow is trying to become the first sophomore to win the award for the best player in college football. He'll try to beat out the 2006 runner-up and Darren McFadden, who finished last year behind Troy Smith in Heisman balloting. He totaled 1,725 yards, scored 15 times, and added 5 TD tosses. And of course, they'll be joined by a couple of quarterbacks and the all-time NCAA touchdown pass record holder, Colt Brennan, who led Hawaii to an undefeated regular season, a WAC crown, and a BCS appearance against the Georgia Bulldogs in the Sugar Bowl. Also Chase Daniel, who lit up Big 12 defenses this year for 33 TDs and had the Missouri Tigers within a game of the national championship, only later to get snubbed entirely from the BCS. Until the Tigers and the Marlins shook the Major League Baseball world Tuesday with a huge trade of Miguel Cabrera and Dontrelle Willis. The biggest news of the offseason was the Dodgers' successful courtship of former Yankees manager Joe Torre. Well, now Torre will have a new center fielder in L.A. and perennial Gold Glover Andrew Jones. Jones signed a 2-year, $36.2 million deal, rather long in cash, but short in years since Jones is coming off the worst offensive year in his career. The NBA regular season is already in full swing, but still there was one free agent on the market as of yesterday. The Cavs and forward Anderson Varejao took the whole summer but couldn't work out a deal. But then Tuesday, the Charlotte Bobcats were able to, signing him to a $17 million offer sheet. As a restricted free agent, the Cavs had a week to match the offer, and it only took them a day. So Varejao will play for Cleveland this year after all, and they sure do need him. Because the Cavs are struggling, they've lost 4 games in a row and 3 without LeBron James in the lineup. Wednesday, it was the Washington Wizards who kept the Cavs reeling without Gilbert Arenas, of course, behind a huge night from Caron Butler. He had 27 points, and the Wizards won by 19. And in Denver, 3 of the league's elite scorers squared off as the Lakers topped the Nuggets 111-107, despite Allen Iverson's 51 points and 8 assists. 51 is an NBA high this season so far. Through 3 quarters, he was 17 of 23 from the field, but in the fourth, the Lakers clamped down, only allowing him to take 4 shots. He made all but 1. And in college, the Battle of Eastern Washington went to Washington State last night after Gonzaga's Micah Owings commented on how the Cougars were the second best team in Washington. The Zags could only muster 26% from the field as Wazoo's defense stifled them in a 51-47 victory. It was Gonzaga's first loss at home as a ranked team. That'll do it for the Daily Sports Update presented to you by Toyota. Keep your mouse right here. CBSSports.com for everything you need to know in the world of sports. And if you missed anything here today, you better stop, refresh, and rewatch. I'm Amber Wilson. Have a great one.